Welcome everybody to Mowers, Lawns, and Tractor Pulling. This is my channel on YouTube here. I'm going to do a little bit of a brief update tonight for some things. It's mainly going to be focused on our tractor pulling portion of the channel. So it might be a few minutes in length, but we'll get there. So let me go ahead and get started. First off, I have a Facebook page called Little Binder Motorsports. It features I tractor pull. I have my little Cub 1200 that's yellow and red with the American flag themed flames and the military branch seals on it. It's got a Predator 22 stock horsepower motor in it. That one's the one I've been pulling for a while. I've pulled for several years. I started out in about 1998, 99 time frame when I was stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I started out with a little 12 horse 122 Cub. After that, I moved up to a 14 horse. These were both stock. And finally, back in the day before stock altered changed to alcohol, I was in a gas stock altered class with the 16 horse tractor all done up. The tractor's name back then was Stinger. It was a 122 Cub. It was a school bus yellow on the frame, and the tins were black, and it had a bumblebee for a decal on it. When I retired out of the Army, I sold that tractor when I moved back home because I needed funds like a lot of other things. And I also had a 14 horse stock 122 Cub that was teal and black, and it was called Little Bear. That was my late wife's tractor. Also, I had a wheel horse that was twin engine. Had two 12 horse motors on it. They were all stock. So had good times pulling for several years in the stock world. Started out, like I say, when I was at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I pulled in Springfield, Tennessee, and Dixon, Tennessee, in that area with a couple clubs. After that, I was duty assignment to Fort Belvoir, Virginia. I pulled with Shenandoah Valley Garden Tractor Pullers in Virginia. I started out with 12, and then I eventually went to my 16 altered. And then I also pulled with a group in Charlestown, West Virginia, Jefferson County Garden Tractor Pullers. Met a lot of people out there. I still have a lot of good friends out there that's pulling today. When I retired in 2006, I moved back home. I sold all the tractors because I needed the money. Didn't have a job right away at the moment, but didn't really need them at the point, and I wanted somebody else to use them and have fun with them. Now fast forward to about 2013. About 7 years later, I come across this 1200 Cub. It was a stock 12 horse tractor. I bought it at a reasonably good price, drove all the way over in Lincoln, Illinois and bought it. I pulled it for a couple years in Heartland Garden Tractor Pullers Association over in the Illinois, Mendon, Illinois area. Is a sportsman tractor because I had cut tires on it, so I had to pull it in that class. I did some work to the 12 to where it met their rules, so I'd have a little more power because it was a little more than stock. Did that for several years. I moved over here to Missouri, and I was looking for a club over here. I found another group called Heartland Garden Tractor Pullers over here, but it's spelled different. It was in reference to the Pete Hart days. And they had a class called the Missouri Hot Stock, an open RPM 16 horse motor, basically a stock altered, but it was on gas. So I built a 16 horse motor. I had a stock altered motor, and I turned it into a hot stock motor. And that tractor was black tins and red frame, and it was called American Binder. I still have those tins for my tractor, and they're sitting on a shelf, and hopefully one day to put them on another frame for something else. I haven't decided yet. So pulled that for a few years, and about 4 years ago, Heartland Garden Tractor Pullers in Illinois started the Predator class, which is a Predator 22 or a 670 motor, stock out of the box. You can't even take it out of the box. You take the motor in the box to a technician in the club. They tech it. They put some cables on it with some special bolts, so you can't take the motor apart, and put a serial number lead seal on it. So the tractor or the class, everybody's motor is the same. And it's actually a fun class. Nobody blows anybody out. It's up to you to read the track, set your tire pressures, weight the tractor right. It's a good class. And we started out, they had about 3 to 4 in the class. Now we're up to 16 or 17. So it's a very good class. Well, fast forward to last year or 2 years ago, Dave, the guy that owns the sled, which is a dirt hog sled, he built a 750cc motorcycle tractor, and they wanted to start a class in that. And he was the only one for a year. He talked me into building one. I found a frame. I bought it. I went to Kentucky. A guy named Sean Hicks had it. I bought it from him, who had bought it from Greg Knight out of Virginia. So I happen to remember that frame from when I pulled out there in my Virginia days, and people that knew them and that. So the tractor's frame was called Little Auger. It was orange. I bought the frame. It was a rolling chassis, no motor. So I brought it home. Didn't get anything done with it the first year. I had a friend of mine that pulled motorcycle engine tractors. He got sick, was getting ready to sell his stuff. Told me he'd sell me his motor out of his tractor. It's nothing fancy. It's a 1980 GS 750. It's carbureted. It's old technology, but it works. I have fun with it. Bought it from him, put it in the tractor. I come up with the theme today. It's an American soldier, because all of our tractors, we honor our veterans, as is with my Mr. Seabee's Lawn Service. I am veteran owned and operated, and our trucks are flagged with the American flag. We also have a thing on there that says "Thank you, veterans," and we have the veteran seals, or the military seals, on the truck. So everybody recognizes our trucks. Everybody knows it. Whenever I have someone call about work for a lawn, you're the guy with the flag truck. So that's how they remember us. But I'm a proud veteran. I served my country for 20 plus years. I enjoyed it. I'd go back and do it again if I could. You know, I decided a few years ago to do these themes, the patriotic and the military theme stuff on my tractors, because I think America needs to see that and get us back to our roots. So that's why I did it. That's why I run the tractors I do, and I still will run them no matter what. Everything's American theme right now. If I ever build another 750, it won't be. I have a thought for it, but the others will stay that way. So I did get a chance to get some videos out this year. I hope you saw them of both tractors running. I'm learning how to do these videos and edit them, and I'm hoping to get better. My viewership and subscribers is low right now. I encourage people to subscribe to the channel. It's not just about tractor pulling. I do mower stuff too and talk about lawn stuff. I haven't as much as the pulling world, but I'm going to get more into that because we're running into the non-pulling season. Pulling season for Little Binder Motorsports is over for this year. Up next will be a Show Me Showdown pull in Lebanon, Missouri in January. It's an indoor event, 2-day event. I am going to take the American Soldier tractor down to that one and pull, and I will be going to Waterloo, Iowa in March to pull in that one at the Prairie Spring Shootout. So all goes well, I will be there. Tractor's ready to go. I ain't got to do nothing to it but wash it. So it's ready to go. Now, with this, I want to talk about pulling sleds. Okay, we pull the dirt hog sled in over in Illinois with the Heartland Group over there. The dirt hog sled doesn't have any grouser bars on or anything, and it's not a slam sled. When you take off with it, the pan is on the ground and you're dragging it from the get-go. So it's an old style type pulling sled where back in the day the tractors had to have the power and the torque to get it out and going. The rest of the sleds around that I've seen them pull are what they're called slam sleds, and they're designed to, the pan's off the ground when you take off, you need to get your wheel speed up, and when it gets on the other end, the pan drops down and it slams you. So that's just kind of a variation of sleds that are out there. But the main sled I pull is a immediate on-use sled, and that's the Dirt Hog out of Minden, Illinois. The other two sleds that operate in the area that I'm in is Garden Tractor Pullers of Mid-Missouri with theirs, and then Mike Perry and his Stubborn Mule sled. I've pulled all three of them, and none of them pull the same. So it's different everywhere you go. Awesome feeling, fun to do. I've had more fun running the American Soldier tractor than any of them I've ever ran. I don't know why I didn't build one of these sooner. It's a lot of fun. It makes me want to keep pulling every weekend, even though it's the winter time and we can't. So that's a little something on sleds that if you didn't know. I've learned some of this, one, from the builders that built them, but I follow another YouTube channel called Breaking Barriers. The guy's name's Gary. He does a podcast. He's out of Kelowna, Iowa, and he runs a 1066. It's a light limited pro tractor. He got into pulling here a few years ago, or a couple years ago. And what he does is his YouTube channel, and I recommend people that's in the pulling world to go watch this, even if it's garden tractors. He focuses on the people that's pulled in the past. You know, the people as I was a kid in the 70s and 80s went and watched. You know, they had John Klug and stuff like that they talk about, and they talk about the pulling back in the day compared to what it is today. So it's pretty good. He's normally got about hour-long videos. I enjoy watching them. You know, a lot of those guys that are founding fathers, so to speak, of the pulling world did start out with garden tractors and move their way up. So, and they're the ones that come out with the engineering of their own or whatever to make things work or not work. So they get into the safety factor of it. What would you change today compared to back then? What would you know, safety, what's changed in safety, this, that, and the other. So you got the podcast, and he's also on Facebook. It's called Breaking Barriers. And Gary goes into his story, which is very touching, when he started this, about how he got into tractor pulling and why the tractor's name is Breaking Barriers. And I encourage you to check it out. So, and I'll put a link in this video to where you can go to it and check it out. But it's pretty cool to see that old stuff like that. So, but the little binder people that follow me on Facebook, I want to thank you so much. I did not realize until a couple days ago how many followers were finding the Little Binder Motorsports Facebook page. I'm a nobody. I'm just a little garden tractor puller guy. I don't get a lot of content out there. I'm trying to do more to where we'll have more frequent content on both the YouTube channel and Facebook. But I want to thank all the followers, because we hit 2,000 followers on Facebook on Little Binder Motorsports page. And now you can even send stars. So that was a shock. That tells me I need to get more out there for you people, that's what you want to see. I know on the YouTube channel that this is going on, mowers, lawns, and tractor pulling. I focus on more stuff other than tractor pulling, but I try to focus on the mowing side, and the mowers is like any equipment I demo. I try to demo a 1 or 2 part thing and give my thoughts on the equipment. With my business, Mr. Seabee's Lawn Service and more, right now, this past year, we ran about 105 yards, way too many. I need to cut back and get down to a manageable number, because this year was a wet year and it just kicked us in the butt. And you know, especially with having issues with employees and stuff like that. So we run 3 trucks, 2 crews. The 3rd truck's me. We had 2 crews all this year. We're probably going to go down to 1 crew for next year. But we're going to do things a little different to kind of help the business out on how we do things and how we make our money and how we serve our customers. We have great customers. And you customers that watch this, thank you so much, because we can't do what we do without you. And it's just awesome to do. We run 2 52-inch grandstand Toro grandstands. Both those machines I bought new in 2018. Most guys have already traded 3 times. We've managed to keep our maintenance program every 100-hour engine oil change, air filters blown out 2-3 times a day, hydros and filters done every 500 hours along with the drive belt at the same time. We just try to preventative maintenance the machines. As of today on our 152, we hit 3,600 hours. So probably by the time we get done with lease season, we might be at 4,000 hours on that machine. The other one's sitting at 3,490, I believe. So we're getting a lot out of them. I really need new ones, but they're expensive. So as long as I can keep the old ones going, they look good, they run good, and they cut great. That's what we're going to do. We also run some 60-inch yard equipment for bigger yards and properties. We run a 2016 Exmark Laser E, and we've had it for since new from 2016, it's only got about 1,700 hours on it because we don't run it that much. We like our stand-ons more than our zero turn. We purchased 2 years ago a Cub Cadet Pro 660 stand-on. I got a really good deal on it. It was a demo. You couldn't pass it up for the price, so I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. I'm really impressed with that machine. It does a phenomenal cut, and it runs great. It's got a Cali on it. It likes its fuel, but it's a great mower. My guys prefer to run it over the zero turn, so pretty impressive. And then we also have, it's about 4 years old now. We don't have a lot of hours on it. I have a Hustler Surfer Pro stand on. It's a little 34-inch job. Basically, it's a push mower with a set of joysticks and a platform for you to stand on. It's really, really small. I had decided we weren't going to push mow yards anymore unless it was a hilly part, and that 34-inch will fit through a 36-inch gate with no problem, and that's what that's for, is for our small fenced-in yards, which we don't have very many of. So our equipment, you know, it's got to last. The price of stuff is terrible, just like our trucks. We have a 2011 F-150 Super Crew. I got 236,000 miles on it. It's also my snowplow truck. Looks as good as it did the day I got it. I bought it with 100,000 miles on it, and we keep our maintenance up on it, and it's still going. We have a 2004 F-150 FX4, 189,000 on it. It's still going. We've had a few problems with it this year, but we're getting it straightened out. Of course, I still have my 1996 F-250 3/4 ton two-wheel drive truck. I don't like to use that for stuff. We use it for hauling water tank, for spraying and stuff, but we bought a new truck last year. We bought a new Dodge Ram 3/4 ton four-wheel drive, tradesman version. That tank could go in that, and get my 96 is in such mint condition. I don't want to use it for business anymore. It's more about getting in and cruising downtown on a Saturday night. So our equipment and our people are doing great. So there's going to be more with the business. I'm actually going to post a video and some pictures on the Mr. CB's Lawn Service Facebook page tonight. We were doing some yards today that, you know, surprisingly the rain came, and now people are calling saying, hey, could you mow my yard one last time? It's supposed to frost tonight. Not a killer frost, but it's coming, so we want to get everybody all looking good for the winter, and then we'll be in the leaf season here real shortly. So that's where we stand with the mowers and the lawns part and the tractor pulling. Like I say, hopefully this video, everybody, I know it's more informational. It's not about any action of the tractors or the mowers and that, but I want to reach out to all of you, all of our followers and subscribers. I encourage you to share our channel and stuff with everybody. I'm going to get more involved in doing the videos and that, and try to come up with content. If you have any ideas that you would like to get out there, just shoot them to me. And we'll take a look at it and see what we think about doing. I know one video that's going to be coming up on the mowers, lawns, and tractor pulling. I have a 52-inch grandstand that needs the hydro, the wheel motors. The seals are leaking, and they're leaking pretty bad, and they have all year, and I'm just going to have time now to do it. I did one of these wheel motor hydro units on one of my machines last year. I didn't even think about filming it when I did it. So I've done one and know how to do it. This one we're going to film taking the left or the right side out. I don't know which one we're going to film and put on there. But I'm going to film all the way from taking the machine apart to get to the unit, taking the unit out, cleaning the unit up, disassembling the unit, taking the old seal out, putting the new seal in, putting it all back together, and so on and so forth back in the machine. It'll probably be a 4 or 5 or even 6-part video, because I don't want to make hour-long videos. I want them to stay halfway decent to keep you interested. So when I went to change that seal in the first one, my Toro dealer said there really wasn't any videos out there that tells you how to do it. He said, Aaron, just take your time. So there's nothing in there that can fly out at you like a spring or a detent ball, but it's fairly easy to do, and you could save yourself a lot of money versus buying a new hydro or taking it to your dealer to have them repair it if you know how to do it yourself or had some sort of instruction out there to do it. So, and I'll have the part numbers and everything for the kit that I got to change those. So that's coming down the pipe. That will be on this channel sometime as things slow down and I get to where I can take it apart. So other than that, everything is going great. We appreciate you all. I have to give a big thanks to all of our veterans, first responders, and firemen out there, and police. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be safe and we wouldn't do what we do. And me being a vet, I really support that. Oh, and one other thing, if you're in the Hannibal area, we will be in the Veterans Day Parade at Hannibal, Missouri, down on Broadway Street next Saturday, November 8th. We'll start lining up at 8 o'clock. I think the thing takes off and starts at 10. We are going to have we'll have 2 trucks in it. We'll have the flags that you see behind me displayed in the trucks, both trucks. One trailer will have the 2 pulling tractors on it. The other one will have a mower and a lawn treatment buggy on it. And we'll have a banner on the trailers. We've already entered. I've done my donation to them. I do this every year. It supports our veteran programs in Hannibal because we have homeless veterans around here, and this just helps with the cause. They're the forgotten people, and we try to do something for them. So remember that next Saturday, November 8th, 10 o'clock, Hannibal, Missouri, Broadway Street. But with that said, I encourage everyone, when you see a vet in a store somewhere, he might be wearing a hat or a shirt, walk up, shake their hand, say thank you for your service. Because remember this, people, on mowers, lawns, and tractor pulling, if you like your freedom, you need to thank a vet. Because this is the land of the free, because of the home of the brave, and many gave all. Thank you very much. Please consider liking and subscribing, and we will get more out there to you. Have a God bless, and have a great night.